Well, Xi Jinping's visit here to Russia does come at a time when China's relations with the U.S. are on shaky ground. That's after Beijing ordered military vessels and jets to warn off an American warship, which, according to China, violated its territorial waters in the South China Sea. On a broader perspective, RT's Maupin now has been looking at where things have been going wrong between Beijing and Washington.
Remember the famous chocolate cake that Donald Trump used to woo the Chinese leader?
We had the most beautiful piece of chocolate cake that you've ever seen. President Xi was enjoying it.
That was the first time that Trump and Xi met, with Trump putting on a grand dinner for Xi, which also featured Trump's granddaughter singing a song for Xi in Chinese. Well, that was back in April. Since then, Trump's charm offensive seems to have faltered. Here's how the Chinese Foreign Ministry sees it.
President Xi explicitly pointed out that China-U.S. relations have made great progress in the recent days, but they have also been affected by some negative factors.
A fair few such factors, actually, like the U.S. accusing China of being a top human trafficking offender.
China was downgraded to Tier 3 status in this year's report, in part because it has not taken serious steps to end its own complicity in trafficking.
And Washington's plan to sell $1.4 billion in arms to Taiwan, which China regards as a breakaway province, didn't exactly go down well either.
Taiwan is an inalienable part of China, and the U.S. weapons sale to Taiwan violates international laws as well as the basic forms of international relations. China firmly opposes it.
Another thing that China firmly opposes is the installation of American missiles right on its doorstep.
The deployment of the U.S. THAAD missile defense system in South Korea does serious damage to the strategic security interests of all countries in the region, including China and Russia, and disrupts the regional strategic balance.
Well, it looks like relations between Beijing and Washington won't be seeing any major reset. But how big of a blow is that to China? Right now, China's President Xi is in Moscow.
Both China and Russia would like to demonstrate the common interest in view of their deteriorating relations with the United States. Both understand that the Donald Trump administration presents a serious factor of uncertainty, and they remain very cautious. Demonstration of solidarity between China and Russia is seen to be beneficial on the part of both leaders.
Despite Trump's attempt to be best buddies with Xi a while ago, it looks like the geopolitical setup hasn't really changed. Just like under Obama, the two Eurasian superpowers seem to be getting along pretty well, while the United States is distancing itself and distrusting both of them. Maupin, RT, New York.